Now the RAM, I paid $166 for a discount of $178. How did I do that, you might ask? Well, like I said, it's an option, but it takes some work. Hey guys, my name is Maslow, and welcome back to the channel where we like to hot rod everything. I have got to start this video by saying thank you so much to everyone who found my channel through the 9060 XT versus DDR3 video. I have never had a video go off like that. I've never gotten so many comments, and I think it actually doubled the number of subscribers that I have, maybe more than doubled at this point. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Cheers to many more. Today is a special day for me because it's a day that every computer nerd looks forward to. My first full PC build. Yeah! Now I have hot rodded every piece on a PC, including sound cards and even Wi-Fi cards, but I've never done a full build myself. This was largely inspired by the rising prices of storage and RAM and a special discount I had at the time, at the end of last year, that I'll tell you guys about at the end of the video. It is available to you, but it takes a little bit of work. Now, I pieced this bad boy together over about 3 or 4 months. I think I bought the initial RAM, CPU and motherboard combo from Micro Center in December. And then I just bought the last piece, being this 9060 XT about halfway through March when it went on huge sale at Micro Center. Basically, every piece on this build was either on sale or used or otherwise discounted. I don't think I paid full price for anything. Now, that doesn't mean it's a budget build. I did spend money on it. But compared to how much everything would have cost, I'm happy with what I paid. So I'll start bringing the parts out and then we'll get this bad boy put together. Of course, graphics card, AMD 9060 XT 16 gig. This was the star of the show from my 9060 XT versus DDR3 build. For the case, I went Corsair. Oh, that's a big boy. 3500X. I think it's 3500X. It is white. It came with 3 fans and it was under $100. Also, big deciding factor for me was the front I/O was on the top. My PC goes on the floor, so the front I/O being on the top is necessary for me. If it's on the bottom, it's basically unusable and all my cables have to be longer. So, 3500X case. For the cooler, I went with the 360 Corsair Nautilus 360 LCD. Now, I wanted a white cooler. I do think the display is cool, but I'm not really an RGB guy. Plus, it makes everything harder to set up. So this is one area on the computer where I spent a little more money than was necessary. I could have gotten just an air cooler and saved more than half of what this cost. But I did have a little bit of a discount on this that helped me sort of nudge it in that direction. Power supply. Corsair RM850E, keeping it all in the family. Keeping it white. This was also, I think, an Amazon return or something like that, or like new condition. For the motherboard, I went with the classic Micro Center combo meal. This combo did not come with RAM at the time, but this and the CPU were still $399 together. I went with a Crucial P310. 2 terabyte. I love these little suckers. I think I've actually got one of these or will have one of these in every single one of my computers except the Dumpster Desktop, which doesn't have an NVMe slot. But big fan of the P310. I'll do CPU since you can probably already tell from the motherboard. I got an Intel Core i7 14700K. To be honest, I'm just way more familiar with Intel. I have never actually had a computer with an AMD CPU. And since this was basically inspired by a panic buy, I was sticking with what I know. I did choose the 14 series over the whatever the new stuff is for reliability's sake. Again, this is the PC that this channel's gonna run on. I really want it to work all the time. And last but not least, RAM. Crucial DDR5 Pro. I did get white ones, I did get fast ones, I did get low latency ones. 32 gigs, 6400 mega transfers, CL32. This was another spot where I spent a little bit of extra money, but I did have a discount here, like I said, that I will tell you about at the end. All right, this is gonna be it. This is not gonna be a how-to video. There are people that are much better than me at this. So I will update you guys if anything happens, but this is probably gonna be a time-lapse situation. Oh man, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Ooh, what a beauty. Oh, this power in the palm of your hand. Cute little guy. That was beautiful. All the little tabs line up. All right, here we go. Actually, not that scary. Ooh. Honestly blows my mind how fast these little suckers are now. No screws required. Much appreciated. Just a little quick connect. Love that. That is, gosh, technology sometimes. Mwah. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff right there. There it is. I am gonna have to do some research as to what goes where. Oh my goodness. How do we come apart? Oh, is it just magnetic or little poppers? Gosh, that's so nice. Come on, baby. And here's the front right now. Got the AIO in. Everything is in except the graphics card, but I still need to wire up all the fans. My first build and I had a great time last night getting to know each other a little bit better. Some would say quite intimately. I spent about another hour today wiring up all the fans and the AIO cooler. The only thing I know that isn't plugged in right now is the RGB for the case fans. That will piss me off eventually, but right now I'm way too excited to do anything about it. So I'm gonna slap the 9060 in this bad boy and fire it up. Time for the old GPU switcheroo. Gorgeous. And now, the old 960. Going back in. Boom. And this is gonna be a capture PC. Also gonna look for a 3060 for that, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Oh, you sexy thing. Oh my God. What a nightmare. It's always something. All right, how about now? We're dialed. Could have used the single. Or should I leave it in case I get a triple fan GPU? I'll just leave it. That'll do for now. All right, GPU is in. Let's try and fire this bad boy up. Woo, baby. All right, big moment. I got it hooked up to a keyboard, a mouse, and that monitor. So I'm gonna give it power and then send it. All right, we got flashing lights on the motherboard. Oh, we got flashing RGB on the motherboard. Oh, baby. All right, guys, big moment. The build is done. It's got power. We're about to send it. We got spinning fans. We got an LCD screen working. Waiting on that monitor. Oh my God! First try, it posted. Oh, yeah, baby! Oh, yes! Entering BIOS. Look at this. All I did was turn on XMP there. I'm gonna do a quick Google for rapid storage technology. Okay, that's a no. Boot priority. Yes. Come on now. That looks like Windows to me. Oh. Install Windows 11. How do you check a box with a keyboard? This is an interesting predicament. So it turns out to check a box without a mouse, you hit the space bar. I did have to Google that. Okay, I just got a product key real fast. It was $11. If this works, today's just gonna be even better than it has been. Come on, baby. I am so happy with how my build has turned out so far. I am gonna remember pushing that button and seeing it post for the first time, maybe for my entire life. I built a lot of bikes and a lot of cars. I don't think a single one of them started on the first try. But that's a me problem. I'm working on that. Now, while my Steam library updates at 900 megs a second, I'm going to talk about some numbers and then close this bad boy out, and then I will play games in the next one. The motherboard and CPU were a Micro Center combo deal for $399. That's a savings of $50 on the motherboard and $119 on the CPU. Now the RAM, I paid $166 for a discount of $178. How did I do that, you might ask? Well, like I said, it's an option, but it takes some work. I was a seasonal employee at a big box electronics retailer. And I tell you what, the discount on that RAM was worth it. I also got the CPU cooler from there. I paid $121 for a discount of $13. That's more money over an air cooler, but I wanted it to be white and I wanted the LCD screen. I also knew I was saving a ton of money on other stuff, so send it. The hard drive, I paid $145 for a discount of $45. That was just a crazy Amazon sale. I saw it going down and I jumped on it. The power supply was an Amazon return. It was used mint condition. I paid $91 for a discount of $52. The case also was an Amazon return. It was like new condition. I paid $90 for a discount of $30. And last but not least, the graphics card, I paid $379 for a discount of $70 at Micro Center. I saw the sale on Friday, I hopped in my car Saturday, and I got her done. I bought these parts between December of last year, and I finished with the graphics card in the middle of March sometime. This is by no means a budget build. This is the PC I wanted, but I wanted to save as much money as I could while buying it. Now, the total price was $1,391. I saved $557, bringing the full price to $1,948. Now, it's a shame to see that this same PC would have cost almost $2,000 when I feel like the middle of last year, the prices I paid were pretty reasonable. So That represents a savings or cost increase, you could say, depending on your perspective, of 28.5%. You hate to see that, but like some of the other tech YouTubers have been saying, maybe we've sort of gone over the top of the mountain in terms of prices, and things are going to start to come back down. All we can do is cross our fingers and play what we got in the meantime. I'm going to wrap this bad boy up here and then play some games in the next video when my library is done updating. Thank you to everyone who watched the 9060 XT versus DDR3 video. It has been insane to ride that roller coaster. Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share, ring that bell, and of course, hot rod everything.